Welcome to Sunso TV, Mera Yar John Mera Faran, a poet, writer, and philosopher who brings a world of wisdom and philosophy to life through his works. In this program, we will delve into the philosophy of Nowruz and the Haft Sin, exploring the profound insights of Master Mera Yar John Mera Faran, a visionary who has unveiled the hidden mysteries of this ancient tradition. Nowruz, the ancient Persian New Year celebrated every year on March 21st, is honored by many nations across Asia, Europe, and beyond. This timeless tradition is even recognized and celebrated annually in the White House, USA. Our goal in exploring Haft Sin is to promote unity and harmony among the nations of the world, fostering a bond of peace and love. Through Sunso TV, embark on a journey into the depths of Iranian thought and culture, and discover the profound and inspiring philosophy of this great poet and philosopher. Every video is an opportunity to dive into the depths of history, philosophy, and mysticism, unlocking the hidden truths of our cultural heritage. If you seek knowledge and a fresh perspective, be sure to follow Sunso TV and join our community. Your support through follows and subscriptions is a powerful contribution to the continuation of this cultural and philosophical journey. Don't miss this program. Join us as we step into the fascinating world of Mera Yar John Mera Faran's wisdom and insights. Long before humans built their first cities, they looked up at the night sky and saw patterns in the stars. They counted, measured, and recorded. It was the heavens that first dictated the sanctity of seven. The planets of the ancients, the Chaldeans of Mesopotamia, circa 3000 BCE, were among the first to name the seven celestial bodies that moved independently from the fixed stars: the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. These were the cosmic deities, each tied to fate, wisdom, and the balance of life and death. To them, the world was built in 7 tiers. The underworld had 7 gates, and even incantations were recited 7 times to invoke divine power. The 7-day cycle. From Babylon to Egypt, from Persia to China, the idea of a 7-day cycle emerged, a pattern reflecting the rhythm of the cosmos. It was no accident that the world's great faiths, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, adopted this structure. The book of Genesis spoke of the 7 days of creation. The Quran referenced 7 heavens. The Zoroastrians believed in 7 divine emanations of truth. Why 7? Because the ancients saw it everywhere, in the structure of reality itself. The origins of Nowruz, a festival deeply woven into the fabric of Persian civilization, trace back thousands of years, predating the Median and Achaemenid eras, 9th-6th centuries BCE. While some scholars locate its roots in the Avesta under ancient names, others link it to the Mithraic traditions of the pre-Zoroastrian era. In its earliest form, Nowruz symbolized the harmony between humanity and nature, emphasizing unity, shared thought, and mutual trust among the various ethnic groups that flourished across Greater Iran. Nowruz's fundamental philosophy is reflected in its traditions, particularly the Haft Sin, the ceremonial table arrangement that welcomes the new year. This practice, celebrated in homes across Iran, Central Asia, the Middle East, and even diaspora communities worldwide, represents renewal and rebirth. However, beyond its Iranian context, the Haft Sin's defining characteristic, the sacred number 7, finds echoes across numerous civilizations, from Mesopotamia and Egypt to Mesoamerica and East Asia. This global recurrence of the number 7 in myth, religion, and philosophy invites us to explore a profound interconnected heritage of human consciousness. Before Persia became the land of Zoroaster, it was the domain of Mithra, a god not merely of light, but of truth itself, the bridge between the seen and unseen, the force that wove together the celestial order and the fate of mankind. He was not bound by a single civilization. His name was whispered in the winds of the Iranian highlands, carved into the sacred stones of Mesopotamian temples, and later spread through the underground sanctuaries of the Roman world. To his devotees, Mithra was more than a deity. He was a cosmic presence, the guardian of oaths, the mediator between light and shadow, the protector of those who sought the path of truth. But the path to truth was not granted freely. It had to be earned through trials, through knowledge, through ascension. The 7 sacred initiations, the journey of the soul. In the dimly lit caves and fire temples where Mithra was venerated, his followers undertook a mystical odyssey, a journey through 7 trials, mirroring the 7 celestial spheres. These were not mere rituals, they were transformations, steps toward an eternal wisdom hidden beyond the illusions of the mortal world. 1. The Raven, Tyr Mercury, shedding worldly illusions. The initiate's first step into the mysteries of Mithra was marked by the symbol of the raven, the messenger between the heavens and the earth. Here, the disciple had to abandon worldly attachments, material desires, and the falsehoods of transient existence. Just as Mercury, the swift-moving planet, traveled between realms, the raven signified the need to move beyond the mundane, to glimpse the higher realities that lay ahead. 2. The Bride, Nahid Venus, understanding devotion and balance to advance. The initiate had to understand the force that binds the cosmos: love, devotion, and balance. Venus, the star of the morning and evening, embodied duality, desire and discipline, attachment and detachment, creation and destruction. To progress along the path, one had to learn the balance between passion and wisdom, recognizing that love, in its highest form, was not possessive but transformative. 3. The Soldier, Bahram Mars, conquering fear and embracing courage. No soul could advance toward truth without first facing fear, doubt, and struggle. The stage of the soldier required one to battle the forces of darkness, not with weapons, but with unyielding inner strength. Mars, the red planet, the bringer of war, did not symbolize aggression, but rather the courage to fight the battles within, to vanquish ignorance, cowardice, and hesitation. This was the trial of self-mastery, where the soul had to be tempered like iron in the forge of adversity. Many faltered at this step, unable to defeat the greatest enemy of all, their own limitations. The lion, Ormazd, Jupiter, strength and power over the self. Those who emerged from the trial of the soldier came face to face with the lion, the symbol of power, sovereignty, and dominion over the self. The mighty Jupiter, the king of the heavens, represented not conquest over others, but sovereignty over one's own spirit. The lion was the test of leadership. Could the seeker command their own mind, or would they be ruled by impulse, arrogance, and desire? True power, the Mithraic sages taught, did not reside in swords or crowns, but in the wisdom to control one's own fate. The ascetic, Parsa-Moon, wisdom through detachment. Once the seeker had achieved power over the self, they had to face the illusion of power itself. This was the trial of the ascetic, the renunciation of illusion, symbolized by the moon, the ever-changing celestial body that reflected the light of the unseen. Here, the disciple had to release the ego, strip away false identity, and embrace true wisdom. The moon, which waxes and wanes, was a reminder that all things are transient, and only knowledge once attained is eternal. 6. The sun, mere solar being, illumination of the mind. Only those who had walked the path of wisdom, courage, and self-mastery could stand before the radiance of the sun, the ultimate truth. At this stage, the seeker was no longer bound by darkness. They had become a beacon of light, knowledge, and divine clarity. The sun was the source of all creation, all wisdom, and all cycles of renewal. It was here that the seeker realized the fundamental principle of Mithraism. that truth was not an external force, but something ignited within the self. The initiate who reached this stage no longer sought the light. They became the light. 7. The elder, Pir, Kevin, Saturn, completion of the cycle, mastering fate. The final stage was the elder, the last threshold before immortality. Saturn, the slowest moving of the visible planets, represented time, fate, and the ultimate return to cosmic balance. At this stage, the initiate was no longer merely a seeker. They were a master, a sage, a guardian of wisdom. They had traversed the sevenfold path, aligned themselves with the great celestial cycle, and were now one with the eternal cosmic order. Only those who had mastered fate could break free from it. They had transcended illusion, conquered fear, and illuminated their path with wisdom. The cosmic truth of 7, beyond Mithraism to the Haft Sin. This 7-step journey of initiation was not just a Mithraic teaching. It was a universal law of enlightenment, encoded in the very fabric of time, nature, and the cosmos. The Haft Sin, the sacred Nowruz table, is an echo of this sevenfold journey, preserved across millennia, hidden in plain sight. Each item on the Haft Sin table symbolizes an aspect of this spiritual progression. 1. Sabzeh sprouts, rebirth, the raven, shedding illusions, starting anew. 2. Samanu, sweet pudding, strength, the soldier, overcoming struggles, attaining discipline. 3. Sib, apple, beauty and health, the bride, understanding harmony and devotion. 4. Senjed, Oleaster, love and wisdom, the lion, power tempered by wisdom. 5. Sir, garlic, protection and purification, the ascetic, letting go of falsehoods, embracing truth. 6. Sirka, vinegar, patience and aging, the sun, illumination through experience. 7. Somak, sumac, the color of dawn, the elder, mastery over fate, embracing the eternal cycle. Thus, the Haft Sin is not merely a New Year's tradition, it is a cosmic code, a representation of the path that all beings must walk to transcend limitation and achieve enlightenment. Even as empires have risen and fallen, as religions have reshaped the world, as cultures have evolved and changed, the Haft Sin has endured, quietly carrying with it the wisdom of the ancients, the journey of the soul, and the eternal rhythm of the cosmos. Kings and gods have perished. The Haft Sin remains, and as long as the sun rises, as long as the equinox returns each year, humanity will continue to gather around the table, lay out the sacred 7, and unknowingly honor the path that Mithra's initiates walked thousands of years ago. For truth, like light, never fades. It only waits to be seen. The Sapta Rishi, the eternal cosmic order, and the legacy of Nowruz. In the vast and intricate tapestry of Hindu cosmology, where time is cyclical, creation is perpetual, and knowledge is eternal, the Sapta Rishi stand as pillars of cosmic wisdom, celestial navigators, and architects of Dharma, cosmic order. Born directly from the mind of Brahma, the creator of the universe, these 7 sages are not mere mortals. They are the guardians of knowledge, the intermediaries between the divine and the earthly realms, and the custodia of the universal laws that sustain existence. The role of these 7 rishis extends beyond the bounds of any single civilization or tradition. They are eternal seers, watching from the heavens, ensuring the continuity of wisdom, and guiding humanity through the epochs, yugas. They are the bearers of renewal, passing divine knowledge to each new age, ensuring that humanity remains in harmony with the cycles of time. This concept of renewal, rebirth, and cosmic harmony is not unique to Hindu tradition. It finds a powerful reflection in Nowruz, the Persian New Year, which marks the vernal equinox, the moment of perfect balance between night and day. Just as the Sapta Rishi guide humanity through the endless cycles of time, Nowruz is the living testament to the eternal return of light, knowledge, and renewal. The seven sacred beings of Mesoamerica, cosmic creators, and the eternal renewal of Nowruz. Across the vast cultural landscapes of the Maya, Aztec, and Olmec civilizations, the number 7 emerged as a fundamental key to creation, destruction, and renewal. In the Popol Vuh, the sacred book of the Quiche Maya, it is written that the world was not made in a single act, but through multiple cycles of creation and rebirth, overseen by 7 divine forces. These beings, much like the 7 rishis of Hindu tradition, the Amesha Spentas of Zoroastrianism, and the celestial cycles of the Mesopotamians, were responsible for the continuous shaping of the cosmos. This concept of renewal, where time is not linear but cyclical, resonates profoundly with the philosophy of Nowruz, the Persian New Year. Each year, Nowruz marks a moment of cosmic transition, a time when the forces of destruction and renewal merge, allowing humanity to begin anew, just as the Mesoamerican gods restructured the world through successive ages. The Haft Sin table, with its 7 symbolic items representing rebirth, wisdom, health, and prosperity, mirrors this ancient cosmic cycle of destruction and regeneration, a pattern recognized both in Mesoamerican creation myths and in the philosophy of Nowruz. The 7 deities who formed the world. According to the Popol Vuh, the world was created not once, but in cycles, shaped and reshaped by 7 divine beings, each of whom played a role strikingly similar to the symbolic elements of the Haft Sin table. First, Tepeu, the shaper, the divine architect. Tepeu was the first great creator, the one who envisioned the world before it took form. His role mirrors Sabzeh, sprouts, on the Haft Sin table, which symbolizes new life, growth, and the blueprint of creation itself. Just as Tepeu shaped the first thoughts of the world, Sabzeh represents the renewal of life in spring, the moment when new beginnings take root. 2. Gucumatz, the feathered serpent, the great mediator. Gucumatz, often linked to the Aztec Quetzalcoatl, was the bridge between sky and earth, uniting the divine and mortal realms. His essence is mirrored in Samanu, sweet pudding, a symbol of nourishment, transformation, and harmony in the Haft Sin. Just as Gucumatz ensured the world was balanced, Samanu represents the unity of opposites, sweetness emerging from patience and labor, just as civilization emerges from cosmic harmony. 3. Huracan, the storm god, the force of destruction and renewal. Huracan was the god of storms and winds, the purifier who destroyed past creations to make way for the new. His presence is reflected in sirke, vinegar, which symbolizes the passage of time, patience, and the transformation of hardship into wisdom. Just as Huracan's storms cleared the world for new creation, vinegar represents the process of fermentation, breaking down the old to create something greater. 4. Espaillat, the grandfather of time, the keeper of sacred wisdom. Espaillat was the divine timekeeper, the lord of celestial cycles, the guardian of past and future. His influence aligns with Senjed, dried lotus fruit, a symbol of love, wisdom, and ancestral knowledge. Just as Espaillat held the secrets of cosmic time, Senjed reminds us of the deep roots of tradition and the wisdom passed through generations at Nowruz. 5. Xmukain, the grandmother of life, the weaver of existence. Xmukain, the great weaver of destiny and fertility goddess, shaped the bodies of the first humans from maize, the sacred food of the Maya. Her role resonates with Sib, apple, which represents health, beauty, and the spark of creation. As Xmukain ensured humanity's survival, Sib symbolizes the physical and spiritual vitality that Nowruz brings each year. 6. Bidal, the modeler, the sculptor of the earth. Bidal was responsible for shaping mountains, rivers, and valleys, creating the landscapes where life would flourish. His role mirrors Sir Garlic, which represents protection and the strength to withstand challenges. Just as Bidhal's landscapes defined existence, Garlic provides resilience and safeguards against misfortune, much like the purifying flames of Chaharshanbe Suri during Nowruz. 7. Alam, the sky holder, the cosmic pillar of order. Alam was the god who upheld the heavens, ensuring stability and continuity in the universe. His essence is reflected in sumac, symbolizing the color of the rising sun, the promise of a new dawn. Just as Alam kept the sky in place, preventing chaos, sumac's bright red reminds us that each Nowruz brings a new day, a new year, and a renewed cosmic balance. Haft Sin, a symbol of unity and love. Join the Nowruz project with Sunso TV. At its core, the philosophy of Haft Sin is a timeless symbol of unity, love, and renewal, one that transcends borders and connects nations through a shared heritage. This ancient tradition, rooted in the depths of Persian culture, holds profound wisdom that continues to inspire people across the world. Join us on Sunso TV, where we uncover the hidden meanings behind Haft Sin and explore the deep insights of Master Marayar John Mara Faran, a visionary poet, philosopher, and cultural historian. Nowruz is more than just a New Year celebration. It's a universal message of harmony, rebirth, and resilience. As part of the Nowruz project, we aim to bring people together from diverse backgrounds to rediscover the beauty of this cultural gem and its relevance in today's world. Nowruz is celebrated across Asia, the Middle East, and even in the White House in the USA. It is a tradition that continues to flourish, carrying a message of peace, wisdom, and cultural solidarity. Be part of the Nowruz project. Follow Sunso TV on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe to spread this cultural heritage, support this movement, and help bring the philosophy of Haft Sin to the world. With your support, we can preserve and celebrate the timeless wisdom of Nowruz, a festival of light, life, and knowledge that belongs to all of humanity. Join us now and let's make history together.